So it was the easy video game for Pat Boone. Got it.
Pretty much.
Now, Jixie, we're not even going to pretend you guys didn't see Star Wars. What'd you think?
Silence.
I
Hi.
yeah, I am dressed like Chewbacca with the hat.
Great. Now he's making guttural noises that way he's hearing only when he's having sex.
For people who ever see any of the movies, only count or the original. I loved it.
John, how many awards are you making?
I think Jixie has our Max Headroom Award for the year.
I was kind of.
And we just started!
Well, hell, while we're waiting
Everything
on
seems fine on our side.
That's how it gets you.
While we're waiting on them to buffer, I might as well go put the chicken in the oven.
Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year! Welcome to High Class Geek News, where we completely ignore any news that's important so we can instead talk about the news you actually give a shit about. I'm your friendly neighborhood geekzoid, Evan Ransom. With me today is the... What is it? Something Con.
God damn it, Dwarfacon!
Dwarfacon John.
Get your shit straight, Evan!
We said it at the same time. And now you're officially Dwarfacon John. This is what I'm calling you now. You're Dwarfacon John.
Let's see if you fucking remember it next week.
That better be your hillbilly rap name, too.
No, my hillbilly rap name is DJ Cletus.
No, it's Dwarfacon John.
Boy, you ain't the one to tell me.
Oh my god, Dwarfacon John already has DJ as the initials. So you could be DJ.
Again, you ain't one to tell me.
Whatever you say, Dwarfacon John. And finally back, Jixie!
Sorry, the recesses of retail hell had my... yeah. It's over. It's over.
Never gonna blame it on the kitchen.
We see this time Jay is actually dressed like a sex muppet.
No, I could do Ralph. I think I got a hat around here somewhere that could possibly pass as a Ralph hat.
Alright, tonight's episode, 2016 is now. I'll never make that face again. Now, it's 2016, the new year has started. As we go through each of our normal categories, I'm going to see if I can get out of both myself and my co-host our predictions of 2016. Starting with film. I don't know about you, John, but my first prediction is that there's going to be a rise in chimichanga sales next month. You?
Next month? No. There's going to be a rise in chimichangas coming from now until next month. And then after next month, chimichangas is going to rise like Caligula's cock. Tell you what.
I was just gonna say I was gonna start investing money in the stock market because it's gonna be more valuable than gold.
That's right. Deadpool's gonna do for chimichangas what Avengers did for shawarma.
Can't
Time to
fucking...
make the motherfucking chicken chimichangas.
Deadpool's gonna be awesome. X-Men's gonna be aight. And let's be honest, Superman v Batman, Batman v Superman will suck.
Yeah, that's just I don't
There's
even
an argument there.
my brain.
I'm gonna try to get out of what I can when I watch it. Anyway, moving on to film news. We got some, what looks to be some preliminary art got leaked for the X-Force movie, which may be hinting at the possible roster for the film. It looks to be made up of Cable, Rogue, Domino, and Thunderbird. Pretty small roster for X-Force.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
In Rogue?
X-Force, dude. There's like, what the fuck?
Where's Cannonball?
I don't know about that.
Well, they're gonna revamp Rogue again?
Okay, John, I've been making a mental list of all the characters that have gotten the film treatment after Negasonic Teenage Warhead thanks to Daredevil. Jixie, for those who don't know, all Negasonic Teenage Warhead has done in the comics is die.
Yeah.
Died at first appearance, stayed dead, never really resurrected. So now on list of X-Men who have not been put into a film yet, but Negasonic Teenage Warhead has. Cannonball, Boom Boom.
Boom boom.
Hey, Boom Boom is awesome. We like Boom Boom. Let's see. No, they did Sunspot. Can't say Sunspot. Yeah, they but no Wolfsbane, no Cypher. I'm gonna stop there because I can be at this all day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of something I can talk about all day, I don't know about you guys. I think I had a 24-hour-long nerd boner when I saw this. Thanks to Entertainment Weekly, we got our very first full-on look of Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, and oh my fucking god, it's perfection!
You need a towel.
Somebody.
John, I may need your vape pen.
Whoa.
John, you're a graphic designer. How hard was your nerd boner?
Hey. We can't hear John.
I can't tell if he's playing a prank on us, or, wait.
See a rabbit.
Hey, Rabbit.
Hello.
Rabbit, have you seen Doctor Strange?
No.
You haven't seen the picture of Doctor Strange yet?
Nope.
You need to look up that picture.
Okay.
It is absolute perfection. I believe he's looking it up right now.
Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange?
Yep.
Easy.
So I don't know if that's CGI or not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that when I just Google that, it doesn't bring me up like any current report.
Look up news.
Okay. Doctor Strange news.
Looking for an Entertainment Weekly cover.
Doctor Strange.
Live from High Class Geek News. Someone Googling.
Oh yeah.
Google harder. Google harder.
Rabbit's not the only one Googling right now.
I'm guessing you guys hadn't had a chance to see the new.
No, I saw the picture.
I saw it.
Ah, that's Benedict Cumberbatch as an old man. Good job,
Yes.
Benedict
You know what? We
Cumberbatch.
have to show some respect. He made the douche facial hair work.
It's not that douchey. And it makes him look less like an
Give me
alien.
enough time. I can make that look more douchey. Give me enough time.
That's what I'm saying. You should look like a douche with that facial hair. He does not look like a douche.
I will douche that up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you do a search, don't do one right now, we got to look at his Sanctum Sanctorum. And Mads Mikkelsen has been confirmed as the main villain, where he will basically be a part of a rival wizard guy, sorcerer, with his own cult following. Too bad John's going to miss this bit of news. Dimension has lost the distribution rights to the Halloween franchise.
Mm.
Miramax is now looking for a new distributor, and there's rumors saying that they may decide to reboot it again. Jixie, wake up.
I'm having it. Okay, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Rabbit heard me.
Yep.
I heard like
It's like a horror movie. We're losing them one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Which means John really is black. I knew it! Also,
Anywho.
covers. There was the subscriber-only cover for Empire magazine where Deadpool talks to you.
Oh, nice. Like directly to me or directly to you?
Yes. Deadpool talks to us all. Jimmy Chunga. I've been having to read I've finally been forced to read my Daredevil by Joe Kelly omnibus for research purposes for an upcoming episode of High Class A Brief History of Comics.
Mm.
So I've been reading The Expanse, and now I'm annoyed because I have to stop reading The Expanse so I can read this comic book.
Mm.
The Expanse is that good. Only one other book has got me to want to read it instead of comics. That was World War Z and Oral History of the Zombie Wars. But no, I'm loving The Expanse. Anyway, I need to hurry up and finish this damn thing so I can pass it off. We can record the episode, and I can go back to reading The Expanse. News on that later. We also got some new pictures from Assassin's Creed, the movie, with Michael Fassbender in action.
Hmm.
Back to Google.
And let's see. As will become a running gag somewhat this episode, Quentin Tarantino is getting sued.
Oh, by who this time?
A couple of douche nozzles that Django Unchained was actually based off of their script called Freedom or something like that. And so they're trying to say that Quentin Tarantino basically just stole the script and called it Django Unchained, and I'm like, yeah.
I highly fucking doubt that. Whatever.
Well, for starters,
Hang on.
the movie's over
Except that-
3 years old now. Took your time with that lawsuit, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what did you
Or
know?
maybe it's Spike Lee, and he just hasn't been paying attention.
And wouldn't you know it? This is happening about the time his newest movie is coming out.
Oh. Say it ain't so.
Isn't that weird?
It's already out.
Yep.
Speaking of directors, I didn't expect John to pop up just as I said that, but there we go.
Sorry, I had to reboot.
You don't look like a blue computer image. Anyway, before we move on directly, tell us once again, John, how do you feel about Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange?
I feel pretty good.
They even got the titles.
I'm pretty sure he's going to do a right good job with that movie. It's going to be like cooking chicken dinner on Sunday morning. Just nice and easy.
All I have to say is this movie's the reason we're not getting another season of Sherlock sooner, so it better be fucking good. Anyway, speaking of directors, Black Panther has one. Creed's Ryan Coogler is directing the Black Panther movie.
Ooh, fancy.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Also, speaking of directors,
Okay.
George Lucas spoke out about Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed at him because he is dumb and old.
And then
he
5
hasn't
minutes
done the
later, he
franchise.
apologized.
Yeah, he made himself look like a complete asshat.
Yeah, then he did that interview after he actually directed the prequels.
Ha ha!
Speaking of looking like an asshat, casting news for Triple X: The Return of Xander Cage. Casting news that ensures that, yes, I will actually have to watch this movie.
Then why is this ass hattery?
Because one, the director is shit. Assuming it's the same
director.
Two, it's Triple X, the poor man's James Bond movie. However, I have to watch this because added to the cast list, Deepika. I am going to butcher this name. I'm sorry. It's an Indian woman. Deepika Padukone.
Okay.
Tony Jaa.
Okay.
Jet Li.
What?
Yep.
Why is it that Jet Li's turned into the poor man's Jackie Chan?
He's not funny enough to be Jackie Chan.
That's
No,
why he's the poor man's Jackie Chan.
No, he's the poor retarded man's Bruce Lee.
Not even. He's Sonny Chiba at best.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I like Jet Li, but I honestly feel like he stole some of the fame that should be going to Donnie Yen in this country.
Well, I agree with you there.
Yeah,
He got on the bandwagon faster.
Mm-hmm.
Taco salad.
That's what happens when you get a good manager.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen Killzone, just watch it, folks. Just trust me. That's probably the best Donnie Yen movie ever made.
Probably.
And he gets into a fight with Sammo Hung. It's badass. And finally, for film news, Joss Whedon has confirmed he is done with Marvel. However, he's also confirmed that no, he's not mad or angry with them. It's just that he realized if he didn't quit when he did, it would be all he would be doing for the rest of his life.
And we are still hoping on another Firefly, so we're okay with this.
Well, there you go, Disney. That's when you buy the rights to Firefly, bring Whedon back, and tell him he can have the property if he keeps directing Marvel movies.
Oh, perfect
Mr.
idea.
Hey, that's why you fuckers keep me around. I'm the idea man.
A Firefly movie or television series with a Disney budget? Oh my god, John, you know what they could do if that happens?
The world will implode and God will not allow it to happen, like a Cubs-Red Sox World Series.
John, you're not thinking awesome enough! Firefly stage in Kingdom Hearts 4.
No. No. No.
No.
No.
Disney,
No. Fuck
No.
no.
John,
No.
the
Fuck
Infinity
no.
Figures.
No. Fuck no.
Don't
no.
act like you
Fuck
don't
no,
want
fuck
a
no,
Disney
fuck no,
Infinity
fuck no,
Wash.
fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. Fuck no. And fuck you for thinking that. Seriously. You just take your head out of your ass, quit choking your goddamn chicken to fucking Kingdom Hearts. End of fucking rant.
Wow, I haven't seen you this upset since I told you there was a Batmite comic.
Well played.
Oh my God.
Wow, I think Batmite has turned into John's Bat credit card.
Moving on.
I'm glad you're in this mood, John. You're in this mood, John, because our first bit of news for television is that we got our first teaser trailer for the upcoming Berserk anime.
Yeah. Why do they keep fucking with my priorities and my properties? My childhood people!
Because God hates you, John, for
God
touching
hates
yourself.
God can hate me all he wants. I still have the pictures.
I'm enjoying this way too much.
Or should I call him Gloria?
Oh, God. We got new stills from Daredevil. More pictures of him and the Punisher, our first good look at Elektra. And confirmation that Season 2 will be coming out not in April, but in March.
Yay!
Yay!
We got Daredevil earlier! Yay!
We are happy because Daredevil is an awesome series, and we're getting, finally, the definitive live-action Punisher. You know this is
God
true
damn it, wait.
because Marvel Studios has not sold for anything less.
Hey, now wait a minute. We already had the Punisher.
Yeah, we did.
Exactly. It has been and will always be Dolph Lundgren.
It is the best acting he ever did.
Not until he got worked with the Expendables, or the Rocky IV.
So let me get this straight, John. You're saying Marvel Studios, who, let's be frank, gave us the definitive Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, Thor, Bruce Banner, definitely the definitive Black Widow, and Vision, and Agent Coulson, and the only fucking Nick Fury we will ever need. You don't think they could possibly have done better when casting Punisher?
Of course not. It's
I
Dolph
left one out.
Lundgren.
And this is something else you definitely have to agree with. They gave us the definitive Foggy Nelson.
Yes. And they gave us the definitive Dum Dum Dugan. But the Punisher will always be Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah,
Dolph
they
Lundgren
did.
didn't have the skull on his chest.
And well, that's the costuming department, not the acting.
He should have said something.
I'm sure he did, but it was the 80s, and there was not much he could do because he was still reeling from Masters of the Universe.
Frank Logan.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay, moving on. Star Trek is suing the fans for trying to make a fan film that got over $500,000 in Indiegogo called Axanar, which would have taken place during the Klingon Wars, 21 years before Christopher Pike had assigned the Starship Enterprise.
I, for one, am not upset at all. That's what happens when you try to steal stuff that's copyrighted, folks.
Yeah, except the funny thing about this is, up until now, Paramount's been letting people do it.
Not
And
really.
even counting some of it as canon.
No, not quite really. Not when there's $500,000 involved. And that made them go, no. And
I think this has
rightfully
more to do with
so.
the fact that they got another Star Trek movie coming out than that.
That and it's $500,000.
Well, I mean, let's face facts. They're well within their legal rights to do so.
Yes,
You know,
they are.
Most of the time, studios are willing to let that go because it falls under either satire law or it doesn't make any money and they don't care. But when there's $500,000 involved, yeah, the studios are going to, the smart thing they should have done was like, hey, let's just put this aside and we'll turn this into a show.
Honestly, what I think they should have done is they should have turned it into a movie that they can put out between the regular Star Trek movies, like how Star Wars is doing their thing.
Probably
Well,
would
here's
have
the thing. $500,000 is not nearly good enough to be able to properly do that shit justice. There was going to be a fan base
Have you
thing,
seen
which
the
means it was
original
going.
Star
Hang on, let me finish. Which means it was going to suck balls with not enough money. Now they don't want to put money into it because they know that there's not really a lot of money they can make in it. I mean, only the hardcore fans really want to see it because they were the only ones that find it interesting. Meanwhile, they can save their money, save their brand, and just wait till they release the next actual Star Trek movie.
Moving on.
It's how you make money.
Let's see. We got our first looks at Night Manager, the upcoming AMC miniseries based off of the John le Carre novel. You may be saying, Evan, why are you bringing up a John le Carre adaptation on High Class Geek News? Yes, you are a John le Carre fan, as you greatly enjoy Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. That is because this particular adaptation features two names that should get any geek's ears pricking. Tom Hiddleston and Hugh Laurie.
Okay.
You had my curiosity, but now, good sir, you have my attention.
Probably the best line Quentin Tarantino has ever written, and that is really saying something.
Yeah.
No.
I said probably, not definitely. That is open to debate because it's Tarantino. He doesn't write bad lines.
He is the king of dialogue.
This is true.
As epic rap battles of history has informed us.
Moving on, as we all know, I am a bit of a fan of The Expanse. John, you missed my rant about how annoyed I am that I have to stop reading the book so I can read a comic book for research. Yes, I'm enjoying the novels that much. Well, I just finished the second novel. I know what happens in it, which is why I'm very happy to know I'm getting a season 2.
Huzzah!
City has renewed it.
Again, huzzah!
And dude, badass space battle between the military of Earth and Mars with vacuum-proof genetic proto-molecule monsters and vomit zombies. You really should read these books, John.
I guess I kind of have to, because right now it just sounds like a really bad knockoff of Dead Space.
What that guy said.
What that guy said.
What that guy said.
If you read his backstory, Dead Space is more likely a knockoff of this than the other way around.
My name's Elijah Clark, and I'm a badass.
Plus, the show has Thomas Jane. Alright, moving on to video games. Chris Wynn has left BioWare.
And who was he?
He directed, I want to say Bioshock?
Like principal director, executive director?
I think principal.
What director?
I don't remember the game, but I'm pretty sure that's it. He was the director of Bioshock. He was like the guy who, I guess, created a franchise or something.
Well, where the hell did he go?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go?
I imagine he is traveling the countryside barefoot, righting wrongs of small towns. It's a theme song to Kung Fu plays.
Oh,
Really? Because
Until he gets hit by a truck.
I figured he'd be solving mysteries to the tune of everyone was kung fu fighting.
Either way, he's going to wind up dead, hanging naked in a closet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but what a way to go.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Turns out, Star Wars is not satisfied setting records just in the box office, John.
Of course not.
As the video games have hit over $1 billion in sales in the last week.
Have you seen the uptick in sales of Star Wars parody porn? No, you don't understand. 500 million since the opening of The Force Awakens. 500
Well, I'm
million.
sure there are lots of people that want to see a porn version of Rey doing interesting things with her lightsaber.
Well, who wouldn't?
Let's see. It has been discovered that there is a glitch in the Super Smash Bros. Game that allows you to take control of 8 different characters using a single controller all at once.
Huh.
That just sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That sounds like a bug that is really a feature for another Penn and Teller video game.
Oh, speaking of a bug, Final Fantasy IX is coming to your mobile devices,
Yes,
particularly
I know!
Android.
Woo! Yes!
Not excited.
Yes! Fuck you! Nobody cares what you think, Rabbit!
You know, Dwarficon and John, this is a very emotional episode for you.
Fuck yeah, Final Fantasy IX? Fuck yeah!
Fuck
I
you,
have-
mobile.
PC as well, motherfucker. PC as well.
Yep, except they have to dumb down the entirety of the thing, so they only have to make it once. So now it's going to suck for PC. And even suck on console.
John Rabbit. Uranus.
Right.
Sorry, we haven't heard anything from him for a while. I had to wake him up. I was starting to get worried.
Them's fighting words, Mr. Rabbit-Gia.
Rabbit-Gia.
You want to go fight about it? Let's go.
Why,
take this
sure.
outside.
Let's take it outside.
Let me
Like
bring up something that'll bring some peace to the proceedings in comic book news. Yes, I have comic book news that all of us actually give a shit about.
Is it Warren Ellis related?
December 28th of 2015, Stan Lee is 93 years old. Happy belated birthday, Stan the Man Lee.
We love you, Stan the Man.
Please make it to 100. Please make it to 100. Please make it to 100.
Oh, please. Stan Lee's going to outlive us all. They're going to put his head in a jar like Futurama.
So you're saying when the world ends, it's going to be just Stan Lee and Ozzy Osbourne left?
No, it's just going to be Stan Lee bitching at Disney because he's frozen.
Right now, I got this image of Stan Lee frozen in carbonite. Except instead of the pose from like Han, it's going to be...
Wait a minute, Rabbit's got something.
I'm going to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Prediction for the future. Stan Lee dies within the next 2 years due to cancer.
So as long as it's not this year, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I think about it, we're supposed to be doing predictions. Television predictions. Anybody have any?
Television?
Preacher's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, mine's, but that's just me. Okay.
The Walking Dead will finally kill off Daryl Dixon, and there will be mass suicides of young college girls throughout the country.
Until
throughout the globe.
Hang on.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Until the third.
And shine a light on the UFC and we'll stop.
You sound like the appearance from Charlie Brown right now. Enunciate your words.
I was thinking you sounded like Hal dying.
As Rabbit was saying, Daryl Dixon's going to die. I'm assuming what you were mentioning is the third Boondock Saints film.
Yep. They will not kill themselves because third Boondock Saints film.
And any video game predictions?
Psychonauts 2 will get funded, and it will be fucking awesome.
We're already getting a Psychonauts. That got confirmed.
It's still in Kickstarter. They haven't gotten all their funding yet.
The Last of Us 2.
I hope they'll make another one.
I'm guessing you're saying it will be announced, not made by the end of 2016.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. But, if only I could. Well, they already announced they're doing it.
They did. It's gonna suck.
The guy slipped and said, "Oh, you mean the first one?"
I don't think it'll suck. I think it'll just be less good than the first one.
Well, the only way they can make it better is to have more gratuitous lesbianism.
Don't kill the dream.
It was not gratuitous. That was important character development.
Yeah, there was girl on girl in The Last of Us.
In the expansion, the Left Behind bit where it fills in the gap of what happened, how Ellie got the medicine to help Joel out after he injured himself at the university. And it flashes back to the events that got her infected in the first place, her and her friend.
Moving on.
Yeah. Let's see. Ant-Man #4 has a special guest appearance. Had a special guest appearance. If you're like me, you're probably a fan of the podcast How Did This Get Made? If you prefer more visual entertainment, you watch TV, you probably know of a show called, is it The League? Yeah, The League. Comedian Paul Scheer appeared in Ant-Man #4.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Because he could.
Well,
I'm not okay with this.
Also, the recently released Chewbacca #5 answered a question that we have had in our heads for, let's see, 40, no, not quite 40, 30, 38 years. 38 and a half.
what does
All right.
Chewbacca's penis look like?
No, what happened to Chewbacca's medal?
Ah,
Hmm.
And since this is in canon, basically what happened was that he did get one, couldn't get one in the ceremony because Leia just basically wasn't tall enough to reach over his head and put it on. But it turns out Wookiees don't really care for medals, so he just gave it to his teenage friend that he made on that little adventure, the miniseries. I hope that comes into play later. Writer-artist Mike Mignola, a guy whose artwork makes guys like me and John insanely happy and jealous, has announced that he is bringing the series Hellboy in Hell to an end this year with issue number 10.
that makes me sad.
Hmm.
Oh, it doesn't mean Hellboy is ending. It just means Hellboy in Hell is ending. Because, he's been dead for the last couple of years.
True.
Not
Maybe that means we'll finally get another Hellboy film with Ron Perlman.
God knows no one wants that more than Ron Perlman.
Mm-hmm.
And we're right behind you, man. Who, incidentally enough... Okay, I'm surprised they didn't bring this up sooner. I was listening to Fat Man on Batman this morning, and they brought up a good point. If Deadpool succeeds, this could be a very good thing for Warner Brothers.
Agreed.
But why do you agree, John?
Well, doesn't Warner Brothers own the rights to Hellboy?
No. Warner Brothers owns the rights to DC Comics.
Ah, well, hopefully they do better.
No. Here's the thing, though. If Deadpool succeeds, it proves there's a market for another character that's a DC character that can easily also fill in the niche that Deadpool fills in. And what character is that, John?
But I don't want a Deathstroke movie.
Not Deathstroke.
Plastic Man?
Nope. Though that'd be awesome too, but nope. Name another character who is over the top, outrageously violent, and hilarious when he does it.
Freakazoid?
DC Comics, John.
I'm out.
Lobo.
They've been talking about a
my
Lobo
God.
movie for years.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to have an excuse not to do one after Deadpool now, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know who should probably be the... I know he mainly does voice acting, but I really think that...
Henry Rollins?
No. Henry Rollins, not Lobo. Not Lobo. No.
No.
DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio?
John DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio, yeah. I don't think he does live-action acting. Also, I don't think he's physically fit enough for the role.
I know, but they could totally pull a Pratt on this one. Give him a trainer, let him get buffed up. He's already got the voice of Lobo.
I'd say just get a no-name.
Well, I mean, if we're going to do that, then yes, Henry Rollins would be my second choice, just because of his work as Mad Stan.
Moving on, this month we'll be getting the first big series from comic book publishing company Aftershock. Remember earlier this year I pointed out how they seem to be stealing of all the big talent. Brian Azzarello and Juan Doe's American Monster. In publishing news, bad news for Game of Thrones fans, or more specifically fans of A Song of Ice and Fire. George R. R. Martin has confirmed that the next book, Winds of Winter, is nowhere near to finished, so there's no way it's coming out before the 6th season starts.
Yeah, I think we all kind of knew that.
Yeah, he apologizes profusely, points out there's still a lot more writing to be done, and chances are there'll be a lot more rewriting to be done. So he is not optimistic about it even coming out in 2016.
Because he's spending too much time with Wilford Brimley playing Find the Chicken in the Oatmeal.
That might. Anyway, for the first time since 2014, we've recently seen the return of the comic strip Archwood. I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, never heard of it.
And finally, if there's anybody out there who's a parent, particularly of a little girl, and you want something family friendly to help get her into comic books, then make sure you're in your store on Free Comic Book Day, where you can give her a copy of Strawberry Shortcake.
Or, don't be a pussy and buy her some Wonder Woman comics, or some Batgirl comics,
or some Deadpool comics.
Rat Queens.
Domino.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl, very good one and family friendly, yes. Ms. Marvel.
Yep.
Hell, get her the Bone Trade.
Stupid, stupid rat creatures.
Stupid, stupid rat creatures.
No!
Yeah, we do this every week after comics. You guys should see this coming by now. Oh, we got a couple here that hurt. Jay, you're still wearing your hat.
Take off the hat! Take it off.
Jay.
It's off. It's off.
Okay. First off this week, Sergeant Eden Pearl, age 40, of the U.S. Marine Corps, has passed away due to the injuries he sustained from an explosive that 6 months ago that left, I think, 90% of his body burned and with some brain damage. He was a soldier. He'll be missed. Lemmy Kilmister, age 70, frontman for Motorhead, helping to ensure that Heaven's going to have a really badass concert. And for those of you who are saying, no, it's going to be in hell, I say, they're going to stop by Heaven on the tour. Wayne Rogers, age 92, known to most as Captain Trapper John McIntyre on the series MASH. Yeah, that's two soldiers in a way, then. Oh, this one hurts. This one hurts. Natalie Cole, age 65. Daughter of the legendary Nat King Cole and equally talented singer herself. And finally, Jason Wingreen, age 95. He was the voice of Boba Fett.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We can now talk about science.
Science!
Japan found a giant squid.
I know. Not only did they find it, but they fucking filmed it.
This
It's
isn't the
got
first.
tentacles. Of course they filmed it.
No, it's not the first one. You're right, Rabbit.
It's like the 10th one.
Yes,
Big
but it's the
deal.
It's the first time they've actually gotten really good footage.
And this is a full-grown one, right? Not just one of the babies.
I believe so.
And it's not the biggest one they've seen, they think.
No, but it was the first time that it actually popped up around divers, and it wasn't just a, random happenstance with a camera that they put down to try and find one. It's like, yes, we have proof of their existence, but this is really good footage.
It is very hard to find good footage. Want to hear something really awesome?
Sure.
It is possible. Stanford has actually figured out the cure for Alzheimer's.
No, I remember seeing an article about that. It's got a lot. It's promising.
I said possible. Didn't say they did it yet. They're still in animal testing last time I checked.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
the process.
Rats, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Rabbit, you seem to be freaking out about this.
I don't think it's going to pan out. I mean, they got one rat study that worked well. We're well too damn far away from it to even call it.
Up right away.
It's definitely, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Yeah.
But it's promising.
I'll accept
It was-
promising.
Yeah, but it was promising 3 years ago when they thought they found the cure for AIDS. FYI, they did.
I am more afraid of Alzheimer's than I am of AIDS.
I'm afraid of both.
I'm pretty sure I'm more likely to get Alzheimer's than AIDS. I'm not saying I can't or won't get AIDS. God only knows what the future's going to bring. But if I were a betting man and say one of those two things was going to happen to me, my money is more on Alzheimer's than AIDS.
That's right. Because Evan is, so positive, he's HIV positive.
These are for you, John.
Wow. They look kind of limp and bruised.
You know, if someone took a picture of what's under your belly, that's what you'd be saying there, too. Now.
Well, that's because someone bruised it.
You're masturbating that often? Shit.
Now,
Going on to miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous!
Someone has, God bless this guy, whoever he is. He spent 1 year, 1 solid year, putting together 7,500 pieces of Lego to recreate, as perfectly as he could, the Millennium Falcon.
What scale?
I don't know, just another thing. It's fracking huge. You can't get into it if that's what you mean.
Yeah. So like a 150 scale.
That sounds about right.
I'll probably close to like 124.
I know it's not big enough that they can create a fully detailed interior and still be able to keep it together in a pose. But it does have lights on the back.
Kudos to him for having the time and energy to do something like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, someone posted up a nice little video of a man dressed as Kylo Ren balancing himself on a BB-8 beach ball while playing the final countdown on flaming bagpipes.
Yeah, it's the Unipiper from Portland.
Yeah.
Yep.
God bless that man.
Yeah, usually he's rolling around on a unicycle with a Darth Vader helmet on and flaming bagpipes, but,
You gotta update sometimes.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about that stupid Geico commercial where the guy is in the break room and he's got something in the microwave, and then all of a sudden they start playing the final countdown, just down to the last 10 seconds. Anyway, and finally this week, for those of you who feel your mail just isn't geeky enough and who actually still use a snail mail, we now have Star Trek stamps.
Really?
Yes, really.
From the U.S. Postal Service.
Yep.
Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Now you can get your mail to its destination, light speed.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of original series. I've had lots of time watching William Shatner's acting.
Don't ever do that again, Evan.
So that's a Shatner. There are the episodes where he does a good job, and then there's the episodes where someone should have given him a fucking tranquilizer dart. And then there's the episode where a transporter accident creates his evil double. So I get to see him acting and acting all in one episode. It's glorious.
Dedicated.
Also, yes, I have seen the episode where he attacks Lurch with the foam dildo.
Oh god.
Not even gonna go there.
Joking, Rabbit. There's an episode where he attacks Lurch with a foam dildo. And that is High Class Geek News. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom. With me today has been Dwarficon John with that devilish grin on his face. We have been joined once again by Jixie. It's good to have the Sex Muppets from Uranus back.
Welcome.
I swear I'm starting a punk band and calling it Sex Muppets from Uranus.
And we've been joined by Rabbit and all his smartassery.
Hi.
As he now still tries to let it sink in his mind that at some point, yes, there's a Star Trek episode where Captain Kirk attacked Lurch with a foam dildo. We will be here next week, as we are every week, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, every Sunday night. You guys have a great 2016. And may the odds be ever in your force. I quoted Gandalf.